A GB News reporter has found himself at the centre of a shocking incident during the tumultuous demonstrations that have engulfed Dublin on Tuesday evening. Dougie Beattie, one of the People's Channel's own, was reporting on the second night of protests outside a hotel in the capital when he and his crew were allegedly assaulted by the very authorities meant to maintain order. "We have been attacked by police themselves," Dougie reveals to GB News star. In a startling revelation to fellow GB News star Patrick Christys, Dougie recounted the harrowing ordeal. "We did what we usually do. We get between the lines and then we let the police go past the lines," he explained. However, he said what followed was a blatant abuse of power. "But the Gardaí thought it'd be better to pepper spray us and then actually smash into the camera woman and then smash into the camera, knocking us to the ground." Veteran reporter left stunned by unprecedented police brutality. Dougie, a seasoned journalist who has covered numerous volatile situations in Northern Ireland, expressed his disbelief at the actions of the Gardaí. "In all my time as a reporter, doing this in Northern Ireland, I have never ever seen this police attack the media. They have done that this evening, as well as another photographer." He emphasized that the constable made a conscious decision to target the press. Ireland's Police and Security Service was contacted by the Express for comment via email. Dublin engulfed in chaos as 2,000 protesters take to the streets. The streets of Dublin have descended into mayhem, with an estimated 2,000 people participating in the demonstrations. A police van has been reduced to a charred shell as enraged protesters descend upon a Migrant hotel in the wake of a shocking report alleging the rape of a 10-year-old child. The City West Hotel in Dublin, Ireland, has become the epicenter of violent clashes, with startling images flooding social media depicting protesters waving flags and massive crowds going head-to-head with overwhelmed police forces. Alleged sexual assault involving African man and young Irish girl sparks outrage. The terrifying confrontations erupt just a day after a disturbing allegation surfaced, claiming that an African man had sexually assaulted a young Irish female child. As the situation rapidly deteriorates, reports indicate that Gardaí, the Irish police, are in full retreat, with a police van falling victim to the flames of fury amid the escalating tensions. The hotel, which has been commandeered by the Irish government to house asylum seekers, finds itself under siege for the second consecutive night as protesters refuse to back down. Protesters demand action against immigrants ahead of presidential polls. Dougie painted a grim picture of the scene, telling Patrick, "It has really kicked off in Dublin tonight. There's a police vehicle that has been burned, a water cannon is out, and the TSG themselves are having a hard time putting it down." At the heart of the protests lies a growing sentiment among the people of Ireland. "The people of Ireland at this stage have said, 'No more, we want rid of the immigrants that are here,'" Dougie reported. With the country set to choose a new president on Friday, the timing of these demonstrations could not be more significant. "This is not a good look for them at this moment in time," he added. Police accused of openly attacking media amid escalating violence. Dougie's encounter with the riot shield-wielding police officer has left him shaken and appalled. "He pushed the camera clean into my face," he recalled. "That was only after his colleague managed to push the person who was using the camera in the first place into a metal fence." The GB News team was singled out and targeted despite being clearly identified as media. "They pepper sprayed us, and then attacked us, openly assaulted us in the street as we were trying to report on what was going on," Dougie lamented. Minister condemns violence, vows to protect peaceful protest. As the second night of protests in Dublin spirals out of control, with a police van set ablaze and journalists facing a barrage of bottles, Ireland's Justice Minister Jim O'Callaghan has spoken out against the violence. "Unfortunately, the weaponizing of a crime by people who wish to sow dissent in our society is not unexpected. The Gardaí are prepared for this, but attacking Gardaí and property is not an answer, and won't help to make anyone feel safe, he stated. O'Callaghan emphasized that while peaceful protest is a cornerstone of democracy, violence will not be tolerated. There is no excuse for the scenes we have witnessed tonight, he declared.